look back at the days of a younger me, and I wonder how you stay so hungry. Big plans to be the man that you wanna be. If you seen who I am, would you run from me? Looking back at the looking glass, damn, days passed like the sands of time. Everything started moving fast, man. Now I age like a glass of wine. Little Billy never chased after payrolls. He had his mind set on bigger dreams. All alone in his home, he would lay low. Oh, while the homies hit the triple beams, they push weight, just looking for a way out. I waited out, I was looking for a way up. Keep grinding, reminded any day now. I chose to go solo, no cake cup. You can't tell me nothing. No, I ain't gon' listen. I made my mind, it's my time to shine, and I'm gon' glisten. You can't tell me nothing. No, I ain't gon' listen. I made my mind, it's my time to shine, and I'm gon' glisten. I look forward to the days of an older me, and I wonder if he and I won't agree. Long way since the days of an ovary. Would I run from the man that he's known to be? By now, I thought I'd have a lot more. I really wish I had a crystal ball. Sometimes I wonder what we fought for. Closer to the top, it's just a bigger fall still. So many have so much less, and in the streets, people know my name. I should be happy with the success. All in on this game, chasing fame. I made a choice in my younger days, back when I worked up an appetite. Still ain't feeling any hunger pains. If I wanna get a meal, I'ma have to fight. You can't tell me nothing. No, I ain't gon' listen. I made my mind, it's my time to shine, and I'm gon' glisten. You can't tell me nothing. No, I ain't gon' listen. I made my mind, it's my time to shine, and I'm gon' glisten. I look now at the day that's ahead of me, living life in the present, rock steadily. Am I the one that I am or pretend to be? A king in my own mind, is it peasantry? I keep grinding on a day-to-day, eyes open, always looking for the next plate. Won't stop till I'm riding on the gravy train. All aboard, can't afford to tempt fate. And now I'm looking in the mirror, running out of time, can I buy some? I feel like the future's getting clearer. How old is too old to die young? Younger me was hungry, but he's gone. And older me would probably tell me to listen. I've only got me, I gotta be strong. It's my time to shine, I'm on a mission. You can't tell me nothing. No, I ain't gon' listen. I made my mind, it's my time to shine, and I'm gon' glisten. You can't tell me nothing. No, I ain't gon' listen. I made my mind, it's my time to shine, and I'm gon' glisten. Blah, what's up, everybody? How you doing? Fucking playlist. What's up, Fookie Bookie? How you doing? I'm doing pretty good. I went out today and played Pokemon Go, and it was really cold and windy. Now I have a little bit of a sniffle. Little Billy should not have been out in the cold. Where you at, squad? Where you at? What's my favorite Pokemon? Snorlax. You got enough smoke for the whole chat, though? Billy, can you remember your first ex-girlfriend?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Can you use the joke Alexandria occasional cortex on DP? I will try to make that funny. That shit could be really hard. That could be really freaking hard. Trying to make this damn Tetris show up. I didn't bother play testing this Tetris earlier, and now it looks like it's not going to load up. I feel like somewhat of a doofus. Capture card's not working. I think I have to restart the stream to make it work. I don't know how to do this. I'm so bummed right now. You want to go to Arizona for the desert? Am I happy to be a mini fridge? Kayla, I am. I got a long way to go. I love you too, Jeremy. The Tetris champion. Except my capture card's funking on me right now. Why would it do that? Yeah, I'm using OBS. Do you know any cool tricks to make OBS not suck right now? Because right now it's kind of sucking. I don't know why it's not loading. 55 and sunny. That's nice. It was like late 30s. Sorry. I had a stick caught in my throat. I thought I was going to die. I thought I might die. You're welcome, Ark. Yeah, it's been 30s all the time. Delete OBS and reinstall. I might have to. I was planning on doing Tetris this episode, but if I can't get the fucking thing to work, then I can't do that. I can't do that unless I restart, but why would I do that? Any new music coming? I might go to Comic-Con. I got to figure out if I can get tickets for me and Madison. They're sold out, so I have to try and get a hookup. Last year I had a hookup, but he's not here anymore. Craziest shit I've seen in the dark web? Nothing. I don't go on the dark web. I did get... Fucking Joe sent me something from eFucked today. You guys familiar with that website? It's like porn. But, like, really messed up porn. Joe was like, is this the worst thing you've ever seen? So I had to watch it. What's the secret to being a Tetris master? You gotta know the blocks. Yeah, you know if Joe asks if it's the most messed up stuff I've ever seen, that it's messed up. It was like a dude sitting on a couch in a grandma's house. And she was sitting on the other couch across the room from him. And he had his phone in his hand. And then in his other hand he had his penis. And he was masturbating with his penis on the camera and the old lady in the further area. And he was talking to her while he was masturbating. And she was like, this isn't like you. You're a good kid. You're a good boy. You know, because she was old. So she was like referring to him as like, you need to go to a therapy. You need to go to therapy and stuff like that. And like she's like being sweet to him and trying to be like tolerant of what he's doing. And he just keeps doing it. And he's like asking her all these weird ass questions. It was fucked up. Joe's the kind of guy to slug it out at Auntie Anne's Pretzels. Joe has definitely got in a fight. You should get involved with Jablinski Games. You think Jack Black would let me game with him? Ever encountered a crazy fan? How crazy? Like, yeah. But how crazy are you wanting? Pull someone in VC? I was a crazy fan for Leafy. I saw someone at Costco today, and they were like, "Billy the Fridge," and I gave them a knuckle dap, and then they left. That's not a crazy fan. That was a chill fan. Why is Mundane Matt a mod on YouTube Saints? Because Matt and Jeff are friends. Battle of the Bulge. I'm trying to think what the craziest fan would have been. There was the time I was at a high school football game and I got swarmed by a fucking crowd of kids. That was kind of crazy. How often do I get recognized? Most times I go out of the house. Most days I get recognized. If I go to like somewhere public, like a supermarket or a mall, or like Walmart, you know, I get recognized there just about every time. Are you out here in Seattle, Icy Chill? I haven't ran into Humongous either. I was thinking about stalking him. How many times do I get kisses? Quite a bit. How much money to do a rap song with me? Do you have a beat and a place to record? Or do you have to buy a beat and find a place to record? These are all questions that would go into the price. Basically, I don't know what to charge because I don't know what would make it worth my time to record a song with somebody. Like, I've recorded songs with people in the past and they never get released. Or they'll get released and nobody listens to them. And it's like, I don't know, like, why do I make a song? Why do I write lyrics if they're not going to get heard? Am I into serious inspirational rap? I don't know. I don't listen to a lot of it. Some of it seems a little contrived. Ice JJ for sure. Near Tacoma. I was in Tacoma last Sunday. Not yesterday, the week before. I went to the buffet at the Emerald Queens Casino. Bam. Am I okay with piracy? I mean, to an extent. I don't think you should take somebody's content and then resell it online to try and undercut them, you know? I think that's kind of fucked up. Yeah, I heard of Palmer Square. Is it Palmer Square or Palmer Squares? Because my buddy Jordan brought them out to Seattle a while ago. Am I okay with pirates? Are you okay with pirates? I'm the best rapper. Your sister thinks she's a SoundCloud rapper. She's basically Woe Sticky. Damn. How do I feel about death? I've only been to Detroit Airport. Here's how I feel about death. For the longest time, I was pretty sure I was going to die really young for being morbidly obese, and I was okay with that. And then I started losing this weight, and now I'm worried I might live to be really old, and because of all the damage I've done to my body, it'll be a very uncomfortable aging process. But I also could continue working out and getting fit and be better than ever. Like tall people already, as they age, it's harder on their body. And as you guys know, I'm tall. I'm very tall. Like Joe and I, we're very tall. If you guys know Joe, he's not fat though. So he will probably still age rough for being tall, but not for being tall and fat. Want to laugh at a local meme? Look up DG Savage. Yeah, I'm still dropping weight, David. How old am I? Jay Smith, I'm fucking old, dude. I try not to tell people how old I am, because when they hear how old I am, they're like, you're freaking old, dude. Never heard of DG Savage? Yeah, I'm not familiar. I am death. As you were here, become president, you will continually lose the weight. You have nothing to be afraid of. Yeah. I'm not afraid as much as, like, for the longest time, I was just sure I was going to die young. And I lived my life like I would. And now I'm, like, having to rethink everything. And I kind of wish I would have lost this weight 10 years ago to give myself a head start into my old age. But it's all good. I was on track for the 27 club. Dude. When I turned 27, I was like, this is it. This is the year. Got to go hard or go home. And then I hit 28 and I was like, well, I guess I didn't work hard enough for the 27 club to matter anyways. The whole point is that you like are a classic talent and then die at 27. You know, Janis Joplin, Jimi Hendrix, Kurt Cobain, Amy Winehouse. They're all classic talents, right? Like undeniable talents. And if I would have worked harder in my early 20s, I don't know if I would have been as good. You know, I don't think I really hit my peak until after I was 25 anyways. I don't want to get dreadlocks. They feel gross. My hair dreadlocked on accident one time and it just feels gross. Turn 27, carry a white Bic lighter, and do everything the theories say. Did they all carry a white Bic lighter? Jim Morrison was 27 too? Damn. Forgot about him. Tupac was only 25. Do you like scary movies? Terrifier. Amadeus Mozart was 35. Hack. How dare he die at an older age? Let's see. This is the Terrifier 2017 Netflix trailer. 2018. Was it on Netflix? Coulrophobia, an extreme fear of clowns? Coulrophobia? I thought it was something else. I swear I've heard people who had fear of clowns. I thought it was something else. Dude, are you gonna give... Don't get nightmares, guys. Don't get nightmares. Yeah, when I was 13, like 13, right before I turned 13, was some of the hardest times I've ever faced in my life. I would hyperventilate and stuff. I was very unhappy, very depressed. And I was never suicidal, but I really had moments where I was like, the world would be better off if I wasn't here, you know? And I think I think a lot of young people around that age go through that type of shit. Luckily for me, I got out of it a bit because of some scary ass clown.
What's wrong?
I'm fine. Why?
Keep looking over your shoulder.
Why the clown gotta get the cleaver, man? Why the clown gotta get the cleaver? Keep producing. The world is better off that you happen to love everything you are. P3 Hero, that's so sweet for you to say. I need to get back in the studio and make a new album. That's on the agenda. I got some other things on the agenda. I've been upgrading my streaming equipment because I want to start doing more episodic style streams. Produce an actual little show. So that's going to be coming pretty soon. And I want to start doing YouTube videos regularly again. I miss that. I miss that. Now that I'm pretty much on my way to being a fit fiddle, I have more energy to devote into this shit. Is this really that gruesome? Hey, sweet boy Billy the Fridge, was catching up on the last stream and suddenly got the notification for someone you had on voice chat mentioned Hellbent, and well, here I am. Are you Hellbent? You do not approve with the Child's Play remake being completely different from the original? Do you really want them to just Chucky is an evil AI now? I'm not mad at that. Like, do you really want them to retell the same story? Like, I guess that's fine. Where the itty bitty at? Sweet boy, oh joy, sweet boy. I'll need to look into Grant McDonald. I don't think I'll end up like Ralphie May, but who knows? Who cares? We all live. We all live the life we are given, right? What's up, Slain Hope?
What guy did this to your car?
What guy? The clown? You really think someone slashed my tires?
Well, he knows this is your car.
He knows this is your car. Is this just like a really gruesome film, or is this actually good? Because the acting here looks kind of terrible.
He saw us getting into it earlier.
Hey, handsome!
Cut it out.
My friend wants your number.
Kill you.
Look, that guy was harmless.
I'd honestly rank him among the scariest clowns in horror, if not the creepiest ever. They rebooted Spider-Man not more than a few years after a reboot, but Spider-Man, The Amazing Spider-Man 2 with Jamie Foxx was so bad. Like, it was so bad. What's funny is they rebooted Spider-Man on Marvel, and then Sony made another Spider-Man animated series. And that Spider-Man animated series was really good and won a fucking Oscar.
It's just some douchebag in a costume acting like a retard because it's Halloween.
I don't know. I don't think I would be into this movie. I like how Bloody Disgusting was the ones commenting on it, and they're the ones posting the video as well. I just watched it. Every single one of the characters deserved to die for being so stupid. Even Pennywise said, "Oh, hell no. Scariest clown ever." Oh my god, worse than Hostel 2? Movie was pretty decent, not going to lie, especially for an extremely low budget film. The acting was absolutely terrible, minus Art the Clown. His acting was superb compared to everyone else. He literally killed it. I give it a 6 out of 10 because it takes a lot to freak me out, but his facial expressions definitely made an impact on the film itself. Give it a watch. I doubt you would regret it. It's currently on Netflix. P.S. It should have been named Art instead of Terrifier. I'd rank him as #1 scariest clown. Easy. Hey everyone, Art here. I've noticed a lot of questions asking about the release. It's coming soon. We are having a limited run in theaters March 15th through 16th and releasing it on video on demand on March 27th. DVD and Blu-ray has yet to be announced, but should be later this year. Thanks so much for your patience. Ah, it's cute. He was in it. He was in the comments. What's my favorite horror movie? If Cabin in the Woods counts as horror, that. This is only a short? I like Cabin in the Woods. If that counts as horror. What's my favorite cult classic? I wonder if I have one. Can I smoke weed on stream because it's legal now? I think I can, yeah. I'm not going to, though. I don't even have any weed. I don't think. I don't think I have any weed. What was a cult classic? My favorite cult classic. Let me look up a list of cult classics really quick. Because I don't even know. Like, they're saying the Rocky Horror Picture Show, Donnie Darko, The Room, Repo Man, Army of Darkness, Harold and Maude, Big Trouble in Little China, Labyrinth, They Live. They Live might be my favorite so far. Let's see. The Boondock Saints, Napoleon Dynamite. They got Clueless on here. Mean Girls is on here. That's funny. I really liked Mean Girls. Death Race 2000 is on here. That was a fun one. Have you guys seen Death Race 2000? They just like drive around hitting people on the road. Shaun of the Dead is your favorite? What's my favorite B-grade horror film? Ooh, I'm not sure. Favorite B-grade horror film? I don't really do favorites, you know? I just don't have favorite things. Ever seen Bubba Hotep? Yeah, it was really good. I liked Bubba Hotep. They were gonna make a sequel for it, but they never did. Dale and Tucker versus Evil was all right. I think I was expecting it to be better. Billy gonna live forever. It's true. I think Clockwork Orange was a good horror film. I don't think that's B grade though. I don't really have like. Ever seen Dead Alive? I don't think so. Dead Alive. Let me see if I can find that shit. Was it Sam Raimi? Peter Jackson. Yeah. Huh. It looks pretty gross. Is Cannibal Holocaust a B movie? I don't even know if it's a B movie. Probably, yeah. Ever seen Bofa? I have not. I don't know what Bofa is. I haven't seen the movie 31. I don't watch a lot of horror films, though. Yeah, I saw Clockwork Orange when I was like 11 or 12. My dad made me watch that and Rocky Horror Picture Show in the same night. He tried to make me watch Flesh Gordon as well because there was a movie marathon on Cinemax. And he was like, you can't go to bed until you watch all these movies. But then he passed out when Flesh Gordon came on, so I went to bed after that. Emperor Wang the Perverted is leader of the planet Porno and sends his mighty sex ray towards the earth, turning everyone into sex-mad fiends. Only one man can save the earth. Football star Flesh Gordon. Have I seen Lemon Party? You gross. The Shining is a great movie. Bird Box was like okay, right? I think it was a porn. I don't even know. I didn't watch all of it. I was over it. I was like, Papa, I can't watch this. I'm a little boy. I want to see Billy at Super Slam. I saw Sausage Party a couple times in theaters. It was okay. I didn't find it to be as entertaining as I hoped it would be. I have that problem. I like get something that I think is going to be really good, and then I get my hopes up. And when it's not really good, I'm like, shoot. How many years has it been since I was in the ring? I was doing ring announcing for a local indie fed a couple years ago. And I did a couple of wrestling moves in like a Royal Rumble thing. They had like a every man for himself gimmick thing, and I came in and did some shit there. But it was just a couple moves I did. And actual match was in Las Vegas in I think 2012. And then before that, I hadn't wrestled regularly since like 2009. He was excited to see Escape Room, but felt it let down after you saw it. See, I wasn't excited to see Escape Room. So when I went to it, I was like, it's okay. It's fun, you know? I didn't expect it to be all that great, though. Glass was cool. I thought Glass was cool. A lot of people complained about the ending of Glass, and I'm like, big deal, get over it. It's just a movie. It's just a movie. I think I saw the first couple of Saw movies. They're pretty good. I went to Jigsaw last year, and I saw there was like a Pokemon raid going outside of the theater, so I just left after like 15 minutes maybe. I was like, I'm gonna go play Pokemon. Fuck this. My favorite Pixar movie is probably I need to look at a list of Pixar movies because I might be forgetting something. Coco, I think, is my favorite one. Coco was great. I liked Inside Out a lot. And I really liked Up. Up was Pixar, right? Or was that Disney? Have a good night, Westinator. Monsters. I haven't even seen Monsters, Inc. I've seen all the Toy Stories. Give us one of your unpopular opinions. Do I like PewDiePie or T-Series or neither? I watch PewDiePie sometimes, but I don't watch T-Series at all. You were watching the Texas Chainsaw. WALL-E was actually really good. I think WALL-E might have been Pixar. WALL-E might be my favorite. I don't know. I really like Coco though. Coco was great. Favorite kind of apple? Probably a Fuji. I don't eat apples anymore though. You were watching Texas Chainsaw Massacre with your friend a while back and she fell asleep. I woke her up while the dude's face was being removed. Priceless look on her face. That's great. Oh, J to the ROC. I love you too. Sweet boy. Thin crust or deep dish? I prefer deep dish, but I can't eat pizza anymore either. I don't think Mommy Dearest was Pixar. I don't think so at all. My favorite movie is Indiana Jones, but my favorite Indiana Jones movie is Temple of Doom. Fucking mundane Matt. I did not let him live that one down. I have never smoked juicy fruit bud. Mommy Dearest was messed up. Mommy Dearest? Is that the one with a no more wire coat hangers? I don't even know if that was it. Isn't your favorite movie Mean Girls? That's what I tell people, right? But is it really my favorite movie? I don't know. It's just a funny answer, and I do like Mean Girls a lot. No more wire coat hangers! No more wire hangers! Hand that rocks the cradle. Ever seen Mother's Boys? No. Have you ever seen a movie called May? I thought that was pretty creepy. Itty bitty titty committee, what's up? No more wire coat hangers. You ever seen Death by Horsecock? No. No, I haven't. Something tells me I won't be looking that one up. Oof. Let's see. Fat. I'm searching the word fat. Gavin McGinnis, 3 weeks ago. Are the fat oppressed? Too Fat for Love, obese dating documentary on Only Human. There's a Drunken Peasants came up. I wonder if that's just because of my history. Or if we really do come up in the YouTube for fat. Fucking classic. I've never seen Rubber. May was pretty creepy. I'm not going to look up Mr. Hands. Kayla, are you sick? Are you sick? Mr. Hands. That was the horse, right? And that was in Washington State. When that video was filmed, it wasn't illegal to have sex with horses in Washington State. Afterwards, they changed the law. Associating with Onision is like opening yourself up to the devil, even if you, Billy, are not aware of it. Don't turn a blind eye to what he truly is for the sake of fame and recognition. Are you joking right now? Do you realize how little recognition Onision is getting right now? Like, all I get as far as recognition goes with Onision is people recognizing me and being like, how could you do stuff with Onision? How could you? How could you? That's all I get. You're acting like there's some sort of payoff here where I'm like, all right, Greg, thanks for the money. Thanks for the millions of views. There's absolutely... This is what I get from hanging out with Onision. He's got a lot of really cool fans. And when I say a lot, I mean, I've met a bunch of people through Onision that have been really cool with me, right? So I get that. But it doesn't translate to views or money or fame. It translates to like one-on-one new fans that are really cool and chill. All right? And number two, what I get from hanging out with Onision is I get to work with somebody who is really proficient at making videos. And when you're the type of person that doesn't need a script to act, it's kind of fun to just go in and have the camera rolling and produce some content. Even if it's not the best content, it's fun. What's up, Eden? Think Jared will get deleted? Maybe. If he ever gets his computer back, we'll find out. His papa took his computer. You learned of Onision then Leafy than me? That's probably how it usually goes. Onision's been around for a long time. Billy, have you ever cuckolded anyone? Kind of. It's weird. I'm not really into that thing. But taco or burrito? I always preferred burritos. You guys are looking too deep. Do you ever have someone you could connect to on a personal level that everyone else around that person just doesn't like? Well, this is the thing, right? Like, I have known Greg for a couple years now, Onision, and he's always been really cool with me. And I don't hang out with him every week or every month. But when we do hang out, we have a good time. And he never shies away from any sort of questions I have for him. And I'll bust his balls about whatever is going on in YouTube at the time. And he's very serious about that stuff. He's like, well, this is what happened, you know. And I'm like, oh man, it's cool. I'm just busting your balls anyway. He's like, well, I just want to let you know this is the way it went down. And I'm like, okay. Peter Dinklage is Onision. You like Joe's burrito? Fuck you, itty bitty titty committee. Burrito, shake my head, shake my head, shake my head. Wow, Kayla. What type of tacos do you like? Street tacos, or do you eat those bullshit tacos? Like, look, I can't eat tacos or burritos anyways because of my diet. I have to get fucking salads whenever I go to Mexican restaurants. Yo, Billy, straight up dog, do you have any advice for freestyling? Do you drive? Are you a driver? Do you commute? If you're a commuter and you're driving, get beats in your car while you're driving places and force yourself to just freestyle while you drive everywhere. Anyone else miss the iDubbbz Frank and Max collabs? Same. It's disappointing to hear you defend him. He should not be talked about in a positive light ever. You are naive, and I wish that you will too see reality as soon as possible. Why do you believe that, 14235? Because there are definitely some things about Greg that aren't the best. But I feel like you have a perceived notion of who he is that may be completely warped by the perspective of others. Bailey and Eugenia sitting in a tree. Oops, the branch broke. 'Cause I'm fat. Yeah, I learned from looking at words I seen in Q magazine and just go from that, or a word I see on a billboard. Yeah. Yeah, freestyling, just practice, learn words, practice rhyming the same words. How far should someone's ambition go? Okay, have your ambition, and then have your drive to achieve that ambition go further than the ambition. Like, your ambition should go as far as you want it to go, and then your drive should go even further. To be frank, Onision is his worst press. Yeah, no, I think Greg's gotten in a lot of situations where he might not have been so negatively responded to had he just not added to the fuel of the fire, you know? What's my Switch friend code? I have no idea. I don't give it out ever because I don't ever know about it. How old is Joe? I'm not sure. I think he's like 30. I found you when you were on Paul's stream and he plans to join the CX network. I mean, I don't have plans to join, but I do have plans to go down there and hang out with some of those guys sometime soon. Like, I've been talking to Scuff Jim Carrey in DMs. I've known him for like fucking ever. And he's like, dude, come down to LA, bro. Come down to LA, bro. And I'm like, yeah, I need to do that. I just don't like the drama around Onision. I mean, I don't care much for it either. But I see a lot of people who hate Onision, and they've made it a sport to hate Onision. Like, there are complete communities that have grown based on Onision hate. And people obsess over hating him. And they collect together and they hate over Onision. And all these people that hate over Onision always end up being a little fucking weird themselves. I'm sorry. Is DJ Pans crazy? Yeah, he does have some mental issues, I think. I'm Facebook friends with him, and a couple weeks ago, he was just going to fucking... He was out of it on Facebook. I have seen Greg's true colors since years ago when he was still relevant on the internet. I know the kind of man he truly is. I don't understand how he managed to fool so many people for so long. Will you please, 14235, explain in detail the type of man you think Greg is? I'd pull you in on Discord right now if you were available and we could talk live about it. Because, like, you keep saying these horrible, evil things. You should marry Jeff Holiday so you can become Billie Holiday. If Jeff and I ever did like a podcast together, it might be called Billie Holiday, right? Just me and Jeff. Billy, I looked at your social blade and this is what I found. You little shit. The Billy Paul dynamic, yeah. I don't know. Maybe I'll go to New Orleans and hang out with. I assume you're talking Paul, from Drunken Peasants. But now I'm remembering Ice Poseidon's real name is Paul. Maybe I'll go to New Orleans and hang out with those guys again. I haven't kept up with DJ Pan streams recently. No, but yeah, I saw his uncle molesting thing on my Facebook timeline. I'm starting keto tomorrow. Can I really lose weight eating a ton of cheese and meats? How much restraint do I need, man? Okay, get an app called Lose It. I think there's other apps as well, but I use Lose It. But it's basically count your calories. Make sure you stay under 20. Marry a memory holiday instead. True. Wait. Sorry, Jeff, but your wife is way hotter. Download the app Lose It and keep track of all the carbs. What's up, Cheesy Weezy? Shout out to Israel. But keep track of all your carbs. Keep your carbs under 20. And get low-calorie snacking options as well. If you can get broccoli and things like that, they're good vegetables so that you can have a little bit of greens with your meat and cheese and shit. It'll help balance out your tum-tum, but I do think that as long as you count calories, aim for as low as possible, but when you're hungry, you got to eat, right? So just eat when you're hungry. Eat the meat and cheese, and it will fill you up more. Even when I was on this diet, I had to have McDonald's sometimes. Will I react to a funny DJ Pans video if you tell me the name to search on YouTube? Yeah, I'll do that. And no carbs, no sugar equals keto, yeah. I like when I was on the diet, I would have to go to McDonald's and get like McDoubles sometimes. What if your fam backstabbed you hard as fuck? I mean, you just distance yourself from your family, your people, your friends or whatever. You got to distance yourself from them. And if you can't distance yourself from them physically, do it emotionally and mentally. 14235 says sometimes the evil is not easy to recognize in the way of it being obvious to regular people, such as obvious red flags, but that kind of evil is the most dangerous. 14235, do you think it's possible that you have an unhealthy obsession with the vilification of Onision? If you had a healthy reason to call him evil and denigrate me for simply hanging out with him, you would be able to rationally explain certain points, right? But now, when you're saying sometimes the evil is not easy to recognize in the way of it being obvious to regular people, you're telling me you have some sort of knowledge about Greg that supersedes mine, but you can't share that with me. There's a level of paranoia, I think, that you have here. There's definitely an unhealthy explanation going on. But I want to get to the bottom of this, right? Like, if Greg is an evil fucking person, I would love to find out. But I mean, I hang out with him a bit. He's not a perfect person, but for all the faults he has a lot of strengths as well. P3 Hero says, this dude wants to take me bowling and to steak dinner with a Christian message. Is he judging me, Billy? I already said no. Is he trying to turn you Christian? I mean, bowling and a steak dinner just to listen to his word of God and try and get you to go to the church? I'd say that's fair. Is 14235 the vigilant Christian? Do you think so? I don't think it is. I don't think it is. Do 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 do. I don't think it is. Do 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 do. Here's a link to my Discord, guys and girls. Check it out. Billy Fridge Discord. You can go in and go live. We can pull people on and we could talk. Would I ever dye my hair? I'd never have dyed my hair before, so I don't know if I would ever start. Do I like the color orange? The color orange is okay. Do I enjoy Krispy Kreme? I do not enjoy Krispy Kreme, the donuts, because they're not part of my diet. And even when they were, I would usually find better donuts than Krispy Kreme, but I would have Krispy Kreme every once in a while. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I'm 6'1". What's the ideal calorie limit per day on keto? How fat are you? Krispy Kreme the rapper. Ever had an everything bagel from Tim Hortons? I have not. Voodoo Donuts is good donuts. They're kind of like stoner donuts, though. They're like crazy concoctions. AKA Froggy Fresh. I like him. His, I don't know if he's still dating her, but his girlfriend that he was with recently, I assume they're still together. They looked really happy. She's a friend of mine on Instagram for like hella long. I see her with him all the time. And I'm like, good for you, Froggy Fresh. I should call him. Call me. You're about 250? All right. Give me 1 second. I'm going to do the math. I'm going to do the math. How old are you? I don't know if that actually matters. Froggy Fresh collab would be the best thing on the internet. Are you calling me biased in this situation? I have followed this man for years, and it's not an obsession since I could stop at any moment. That's what anybody says when they're like drunk or drug addict. I wish for as many people as possible to recognize what kind. And I'm not calling you biased. I don't know how you could be biased. I mean, other than the fact that you want me to dislike Onision. Yeah, itty bitty titty committee, get up into Discord. You can drop about 30 pounds and you'll be fine. Set up your plate, 25% protein, 25% carbs, 50% vegetables, and don't eat between 6 p.m. and 6 a.m. Mac Lethal's cool. Yeah, Froggy Fresh's music videos were great. Froggy Fresh. You're 40? All right. It says if you don't do any heavy exercise and you want to lose 2 pounds a week, you will need to consume 1,520 calories per day, down from the 2,517 calories per day that it would take to keep you burning fat. Moneymaker Mike. Exposed. What's up, Triple Gert? Do I know you from 3-2-1 Battle, Triple Gert? Where did we take the picture at? Because I might remember taking the picture. I have a really good memory, but I'm not that great a memory, but really good. Dude hates Onision like feminist hates men. Damn. Well, it's not even about him hating Onision, right? Like, I want him to give me some reasons why hating Onision is the thing to do. And he's saying, I couldn't tell you. Do you think I'm biased? I just want people to understand how horrible Onision is. And I'm like, do you understand how horrible he is? Because maybe you're the one reacting irrationally here, not me by hanging out with him. Kind of man Greg is. It's not just for my sake or for everyone else's sake. It's for your own sake too, Billy. You're on thin ice by associating with Greg. Yeah, but what if I'm a cold motherfucker that could swim in ice water? Right? Like, a lot of people are like, Billy, you're swimming with sharks. And I'm like, what if I'm a shark hunter? What if the sharks don't fear me? What if I'm the drop of shark blood that keeps them at a distance? Right? Here's the link to the Discord one more time. Anybody who wants to come in. You might have like a 10-second waiting. I don't know. Get into one of the voice chats. I'll pull you up in. There might be a 10-minute waiting period, so we'll see if that happens. If I don't know if I can get you in. You know what they say, when you're walking on ice, might as well dance. Yeah. Just Dance. Froggy Fresh's stuff that he's put out recently under his actual name is really unironically good. He was at the small venue here in South Carolina recently, and I regret not going to see him. Yeah, he's good. Talked about Nomads? Yeah. Seattle hip-hop. Do you watch Shane? Shane Dawson? I haven't seen his new stuff. I haven't seen, like, the Chuck E. Cheese video yet. Froggy Fresh's other stuff was good. It was just, you know, it was weird, right? Do you watch Logan Paul? I don't. I don't like his content where he's judging 14-year-old girls. For one, he wasn't just strictly judging 14-year-old girls, right? He was judging girls, and there happened to be like a 14-year-old in a hoodie in his video, and he judged her. And I don't think he knew how old she was, but do I like that content either? No. Do I watch that content? No. People who hate Onision watch more Onision content than I do. Do I know who Joey Diaz is? Diaz or Diaz? I know Joey Diaz from like the Joe Rogan and shit. I don't know who Diaz is. Pretty sure there was a bunch of underage girls. Well, I mean, I don't know how many. But I know the one that everybody talks about was not, I don't know. It was not like, Vegan Gains says keto gives you a heart attack. Yeah. Because Vegan Gains is a vegan and keto promotes meat and cheese as a main part of the diet. Leafy and I are not still dating. We only talk on Skype or Discord or whatever. Skype. Yeah. We only talk on Skype. Itty bitty tea committee. One day you're going to cry. One day you're going to cry. You're digging your own grave at this point. You cannot say that it's appropriate for a grown man to judge the looks of underage children in skimpy clothing. Okay. It's not okay for a grown man to judge the looks of underage children in skimpy clothing, except at every fucking pageant show. Okay, so it's okay for it to happen there. But when Onision accidentally does it to a girl that wasn't even in skimpy clothing, all right, the one that everybody complains about, she was wearing like a hoodie. From what I know, I haven't seen the actual video, but from what everybody says, it was a hoodie. But even if she was in skimpy clothing, that sucks. That sucks. But they fucking do that in pageants all the fucking time. And unfortunately, Greg's audience was a huge audience of girls who were worried about their looks. And they looked up to Onision. And they like to be judged by Onision. The content he created wasn't for me, wasn't for you. He wasn't trying to judge underage girls. He was judging girls from his forum. And there happened to be a couple of girls that were like in their mid-teens, from what I understand. And that sucks. But it wasn't like he was out there looking for underage girls. He was specifically looking for 18 and up. from what I heard. Easily manipulated teenage girls. How can you not see that as creepy? I think it's more creepy. I think it's more creepy that Onision releases tons and tons of fucking content. Sometimes like 2-3 videos a day, right? And he makes a mistake. And the mistake gets blown to a bigger proportion than the mistake originally was because people comment on it and make it as insatiable as possible because it gets them views. Because unlike Onision right now, Onision videos don't get views, but videos about Onision get huge views. So you take a perspective and you drive this perspective to be grandiose, much worse than it probably actually is, because the salacious nature of exposed content gets more views than if you were just to tell it as it was. And it gets people on the internet who buy into everything to get worked up over it to the point where they all want to see him put in jail. But nothing he's doing is actually worthy of putting him in jail. They want to call CPS and have his kids taken away. But nothing he's actually doing is worthy of having his kids taken away. So at some point in time, these obsessed fans, they're the creepy ones, right? Right? Doberman, I don't know if we'll get the manatee on DP. I doubt it'll happen. He's done so many mistakes that it's impossible for him to redeem himself at this point. Only naive, narrow-minded people will defend him. Be the bigger person here, Billy. Do not defend him. You be the bigger person here, motherfucker, and give me some shit that you think is irredeemable, okay? List it out, and I'll tell you whether or not it's irredeemable. Because right now, this guy created 2 to 3 videos a day for his 5 channels. And some of his videos were fucking bad. Some of his videos were clickbait. Some of his videos were driving up drama to get views. Some of his videos were inappropriate at times. All right? But I think a whole lot of YouTubers do the same fucking shit. It's hard to make content every fucking day and not fuck up every once in a while. Especially when the entire internet is looking at you and pulling you out. So if you want me to completely break away from Onision, I'm giving you the opportunity to give me the fuel I need to do so. Show me exactly why he's irredeemable. Can I pull a Paul for a moment and put 1, 4, 2, 3, 5 in timeout? This is a funny thing, right? I don't want to defend Onision. He's done things to people that I consider friends that I think, suck. But I also see Greg's point of view for that, and I can't, even though I wouldn't do the things that he did to those people, I can't fault him for doing them. It's his life. He's going to live his life how he wants to. I am sharing this message of his true nature. What I'm doing is positive. You are sugarcoating him and allowing him to exist on the internet. He exists with or without me. He puts up content every fucking day without me. You and some others still are the cause of his mistakes. I think you might be trolling 14235. And if you're not trolling, I think you might have some sort of like mental health issue. Have a good one, Delirious. Yeah, I don't like him, so I don't talk about him when I can help it. Exactly. I don't talk about Onision very often, and I do like him. The person. Some of his content's fucking hilarious. Some of his content isn't. He puts out so much that you kind of have that ability to really pick and choose parts of him you do like and don't. None of us really know him, or none of us know him personally either, besides Billy maybe. I know him personally. I've gone out with Onision to like the movies and dinners, and we've worked together, and we've had conversations about YouTube and the world. And he, so far, if he is this devil, then good for him. I'm not fucking afraid of Satan anyways. He would not have the platform to do the mistakes that he does unless there was people like Billy defending him. No, motherfucker, you don't understand this. I know Greg in real life. I know the person he has shown to me. That person he has shown to me is an okay guy. He's not perfect, but he has a lot of great qualities that I respect. It is on you to prove to me that the person I know personally, that you only know from hearsay on the internet, is the bad guy. Prove to me, motherfucker. He would not have a platform to do the mistakes that he does if people like you were better at tearing him down. So you step your fucking game up. You know the person he has showed to you exactly. He's a manipulator. That's what he does. And I'm an intuitive. And I deal with bullshitters all the time. And I'm really good at calling a bullshitter when a bullshitter's bullshitting. If Greg's manipulating me, then I have more respect for him. Alright? In a world of sociopaths, the sociopath that dupes me gets my fucking respect. If he's actually manipulating me, then I am impressed. What I need you to do is take your obsession. Can 14235 tell Dusty the cockatiel that he's a beautiful bird? Why is cockatiel getting banned? But yeah, 14235, can you tell Dusty he's a beautiful bird? That's just how I feel. Yeah, I'm an ENTP. My ENT penis is gigantic. Do you like the color green? It's alright. Like, as far as the colors go, I like red and purple and blue. And then maybe orange, and then green, and then yellow. As far as like the colors go, I think in that order. If you're gonna add pink, which I think is more of a shade of red, then it might change up a little bit. Please, won't you be my teddy bear? If someone hooked up with a girl when he was 19, she ended up being 15, he thought she was 18 because when he met her, he was 15 and he was told she was 14. Is that guy forgivable? Holy shit. Someone hooked up with a girl when he was 19, she ended up being 15, but he's known her for 4 years, and he thought she was 14 4 years ago. Yeah, thank you for that, sock puppet Joe. Any plans for a DP meetup? I'd love to check one out. We do want to do something soon. A lot of people are asking for it too. So we got to figure out where it's going to be. Your sleepy P3 hero? I want to dye my hair. I want to dye my hair. Well, Joe, will you tell Dusty he's a beautiful bird since you were a scammer? What's up, Galatia? Yeah, how do you mistake an 11-year-old for 14, though? That's a good question. Here's the thing, right? Is it forgivable, a 19-year-old and a 15-year-old? I don't think 19-year-olds and 15-year-olds are that far apart, but I also don't think... Like, I think in some states that's legal, but I mean, I don't know. Like, it's really comes down to the person by person basis as far as an emotional level goes. The fact that you've known them for 3 years and couldn't figure out, or 4 years or whatever, and couldn't figure out their age questions the situation quite a bit. Age of consent in Hawaii is 14. Is that true? I don't get why people are obsessed with some age gaps, like some are really not far apart from each other. Like, here's the thing about age gaps, right? Like, they're there for a reason. Most people aren't mentally developed. And they really are there to protect people from predatory people. But I also don't think 19-year-olds are as developed in a general sense. If they only hung out with them a handful of times throughout those 4 years. I mean, I'm not here to say if something's forgivable or not, right? Do you got foreskin? Good question. I don't. Here's the thing, right? If they're 19 and she's 15, are you worried about getting arrested or something? Because if that's the case, then you probably shouldn't have done it. They shouldn't have done it, I'm saying. If you're really worried about the law, don't fucking do something. When you're 15, you don't think about people lying about their age. That's totally true. It's totally true. I'm 22 now, so it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. How do I feel about the Louis C.K. scandal? I mean, it sucks. I think Louis C.K. had a fetish, and his fetish was a bit predatory. And I think he had enough people who were comfortable with him doing it that he didn't think it was as bad as other people who were uncomfortable with him doing it thought. And I think now that he knows how fucked up it is in the public eye, maybe he understands more how fucked it up it was in their eye. Guy asks if he can masturbate in front of you. He's a comedian. You say yes, thinking it's a joke, and he does. Where does the blame lie, right? Grandpa. The dad turned 87. I'm going to start saying, it's been 87 years until someone murders me. It might not take that long. Old people are fucking annoying. Shouldn't have said yes. I mean, shouldn't have said yes, right? Like, the Aziz Ansari stuff. You meet a celebrity at a party. you hit it off, he invites you back to his house, he puts the moves on you, you say you're not comfortable, he continues to hang out with you, and then he puts the moves on you again, and you do stuff with him without saying no. He's a celebrity. He probably deals a lot with women that go home with him for sex. I'm sorry, it's a thing that happens when you're in a position of fame. But do I think that it was cool and right? I don't think it was cool. I don't know if it's a right or wrong situation. I do think that we need to have discussions about this sort of thing, so the women that are going home with these celebrities and then wondering why they're being repeatedly have moves put on them in the guy's house after they hit it off at a party, they need to be more aware of, look, don't go home with celebrities thinking that they respect you as a human being when they barely know you. They probably respect you as a potential hookup, not as a colleague, not as somebody who you can talk photography about and maybe potentially work on some collaborations. If that was the case, they probably wouldn't have brought you home that night. They probably would have said, hey, call me and we'll get together and we'll do some shooting. And then maybe they would have still tried to parlay that into a date or something. Sorry, wrong account. Can I see this, Billy? Do you think Greg is a moral man? You admit that you don't even watch all his videos, so how can you just say he's a decent man without knowing about everything he does? Okay, for one, you wouldn't know about everything he does based on his videos. For two, I know Greg on a personal level, and I know how Greg operates. And he's a seemingly honest man to the point where he bends the rules. He doesn't bend the rules. He lives towards the rules so that he can then use the law and the rules to better assert himself as being right and wrong at times. And I think even recently, he's less about being right and wrong than he used to be. I think he's realizing that being right and wrong hasn't exactly put him in the best place. But again, I don't know that for sure. I don't see why I should give up my identity when all I'm doing is expressing my opinion and trying to convey my message to Billy. You don't have to give up your identity. If you got on a voice chat, would that give up your identity? Just your voice? Are you like famous because of your voice? Joe is obviously not 14235. He was joking, guys. Joe's a funny guy, but he was joking. Greg is a fucking fact machine. Like, he uses facts to solidify his stance on being right, right? I guess he doesn't want to give up his Discord account, which I guess is fine. But like, we don't even have Sony Sion. That'd be funny. But we don't have to have 1423 on live chat. I just wanted to offer for him to talk about this in real time because it seems to be something that really bothers you. 1423. You just pointed out one of Onision's biggest flaws. His obsession with the law over actual individual thought stems from the fact that his moral compass is based on nothing more than laws. I mean, yeah, that probably is one of his biggest flaws. But you know what? That flaw, it doesn't bother me. I know a lot of famous YouTubers, And Greg is not the scummiest one by far. I mean, maybe he is, right? But he's not alone. And I wouldn't straight up say, Greg is scummiest YouTuber I know. I'd be like, man, the way you guys hate Greg, maybe you should hate some of these other people. For someone who obsesses over the law, he sure does like breaking them a lot. How? Are you talking about his wetlands where he thought that he was in the right and then he got a surveyor out and the surveyor recently said that, yeah, he didn't destroy any of the wetlands and that he doesn't have to replant any plants because all the shit he did was in the area where there seemed to only be some garbage and some vines or some shit that didn't need to be replaced, because that's what he posted recently. Whether or not that's true, I don't know, but I mean, he posted it. Are you talking about him dating girls that are under the age of 18? Because where he was dating them, it wasn't illegal, and he'll point out to you that it wasn't illegal. Yeah, Greg was being a sweet boy when you were gaming with him. He is a sweet boy. Sometimes I think he can be very vindictive sometimes as well. But I don't think that makes him an irredeemable human being. And that's what we're dealing with right now, is the accusation that Onision is irredeemable. Even if it wasn't illegal, was it morally acceptable to date 17-year-olds? I don't care about morals. I think morals are there to keep people from doing what they want to do. They're a control agent. You put morals on somebody so that you can control them. Do you want to control people? I think to an extent Greg likes being in control in his relationships. And I think that the people he is with like to be in control when it feels like they are to be controlled when it feels like they are being taken care of. I don't know if you understand the dynamics of relationships, but they're not all the same. And some people prefer a dominant partner. Billy, you don't know what you're talking about. We use morals every day, whether we are aware of it or not. Your morals and what you think is moral does not keep somebody else from doing what they want to do. That's what the law is for. You can argue morality all you want, but it's an imaginary line that you've drawn in your own mind. If somebody is irredeemable because they don't coincide with your morals, that makes you the problem, not them. Fucking Joe. You son of a bitch. I mean, if it's getting irritating, Kayla, then I'll move on. I want him to change my mind. I want him to make me hate Onision. I've given him every opportunity to deliver something to me that I can at least look at objectively of why Onision is an irredeemable human being. And he's given me, he broke the law. And then I'm like, where? And then he's like, even if he didn't break the law, it was immoral. And I'm like, well, morals are a construct of the oppressor or those who oppress themselves. Onision is a good boy, changed my mind. I mean, I don't even think Onision's perfect. Like, I've seen Onision hurt people close to me, and I wish that didn't happen. But, I mean, it happens, and it wasn't something that can be like rationalized in my mind. It's like, fuck, that sucks. It can't be irrationalized. I don't know. What happened. Hello, Joe.
Hello, Billy. This is 14235.
Hi, 14235. Why do you hate Greg?
Listen, I think it's clear to everyone here that Greg is an objectively terrible person, and anyone who defends him is also terrible. What I want to know is how many kids are in your basement right now.
I don't have a basement, 14235.
Damn it. This is
So,
why I don't get on
Joseph-
Discord calls.
Damn it.
Did I have you?
I
Did I fool you?
thought that. Wait, hold on. Is this Joe?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought
It
you
was
were
me.
14235.
I am 14235.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm starved for attention. Absolutely starved.
How you doing, Joey?
Sometimes, Billy, we can only be our truest selves behind a mask.
That's true.
I've gotten into Greg's good graces in the hopes of bringing down his empire.
Just like you destroyed drunken peasants, you're gonna destroy Onision as well?
From the inside. You do it incidentally. I do it maliciously.
No wonder you are in love with Greg. You are just as immature. Okay, 14235. I'm assuming you're a troll now. I've never once said I loved Greg, right? I just said that I appreciate his work ethic, and he is a friend of mine.
I love Greg.
Joe loves him. Joe tried to molest him live on camera.
Yeah. He's one of my favorite people. Especially because I heard he grooms kids unashamedly.
I
mean, am I right?
I haven't heard that.
What?
No
It's
one
time
cared
for us
about
to-
Joe until he put on the mask. Damn it.
No one cared about me until I put on the mask.
Kayla says, Billy, you are slim thick. Damn.
Wow.
Damn. That's why you and Brett are friends. You're just successful at what Brett tries to do. I think Brett and I are friends because Brett never did anything to me to end that friendship. And I'm giving him every opportunity to do so. So that when we
May
watch,
I make a
so
suggestion?
that when we watch Brett videos on the drunken peasants, I have something bad to say about the fucking guy. I don't have the history everybody else did with him.
I don't think Brett wants to befriend you. I think he wants to disarm you.
That's what everybody says.
Yeah. What do you think? 14235 agrees.
Joey.
Billy, did you ever think 14235 was for real at any point?
He is.
Like from the first comment? No, nobody like that exists. I refuse to admit it.
Do you think they're trolling?
Yes,
I
as
think-
assuredly.
I think they're
As Donald
actually
Trump-
mentally disturbed and they're obsessing over Onision at an unhealthy level. But I hope
No.
they're trolling. For their sake, I hope they're trolling.
No, it's Greg drumming up, yeah, whatever, publicity.
Trying to make friend points.
Trying to make friend points. He's trying to test your loyalty. He did the same thing to me in my room.
True.
Yeah. Except it was weirder because he was just wearing a mask. He came in.
Joey, did you see this Snorlax on my bed?
Yeah, I saw it. It's great.
For $120, I can buy a beanbag Snorlax that's twice as tall and almost 4 feet wide. Should I get that or no?
Yeah, probably.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if you're in the
I rate
mood for
Billy
it,
for
why-
not dumping on the manatee. It's such an easy thing to do, but if the guy's never done anything to him, then why jump on the bandwagon? I mean, I would easily jump on the bandwagon if I didn't feel like it was old news. And by talking with Brett and getting to know him a bit, maybe new news will come up and he will backstab me like everybody says, and then boom, we're back in business, boy. But until then, I'm not gonna fucking go in on a guy just because other people did. Like I just don't have that drive to trash him.
Well, my need for conformity is severe. That's why I
True.
mock Brett.
True.
You know me. Always try to fit in.
I'm not a vegan, Sam. You'll see. Matter of fact, I ate meat today. Will there be a funeral stream when Brett dies? Do you think we'll even find out if Brett dies?
Yeah, sure.
Kayla,
They'll
says,
say the
Billy,
last manatee has died.
so I know you're trying to lose weight, but I'm trying to gain it. I need tips. What's your diet consist of, Kayla? How tall are you and how much do you weigh? And do you want to gain thickness or do you want to gain muscle? Because if you want to gain thickness, you probably still want to work out your butt. You can work out your butt muscles. Matthew Eliason says, I feel like I'm going to puke. I ate a bit much tonight. Damn, that's not good. Brett is known for a cycle of behavior, so they are just trying to warn him. I think what people don't understand is, like, I'm not terribly close with Brett. We've had a couple of Discord chats. I think if I ever got really close to Brett, you guys would know that something was wrong with me, because I don't get close to anybody. The only people I get close to is fucking Joe.
Yes, that's true.
That's because I'm sick. Bindi Irwin is really cute. Someone says Bindi Irwin dummy thick. Damn it. You're not wrong. I'm trying to lose weight. I don't eat a lot, but I have a soda addiction. Give up soda. Soda is so many empty calories. Try and find something like a seltzer water or something you can enjoy. Itty Bitty Tiki May says, yeah, you got a little too close to Joe that one night in bed. Too many times.
Jeez.
Too many times.
Do you remember that one time we were at your Nana's house sitting?
And there were like 7 bedrooms and we stayed in the same bed?
Yeah, and we slept together?
That was weird.
That was one of the worst things we've ever done.
That was pretty weird.
Yeah.
But if they didn't tell you that, it may have led you to being closer. I don't know. I mean, I'm not in the business of getting close enough to somebody where they can fuck me over very easily, right? Like, I've been working with people who could fuck me over for years. And I haven't gotten close enough to be destroyed.
You're a strong man.
Who's the bitch, Billy? This is Joe.
I'm Joe. Hi.
Hi. You're 5'2", 103 pounds. I eat a lot, but no red meats or any seafood. Only meats I will eat are turkey and chicken. And yes, gaining thickness is the goal. Got to become Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj was eating, or was getting plastic surgery, right? But at 5'2", 103 pounds, you might try and eat a lot of... What do you think for weight gain if it's not red meat and not seafood? You think...
well, first you
dairy?
need 1 point... Well, yeah, dairy if you can stomach it. But for me, 1.5 grams of protein for every pound. And it's got to be lean protein, so poultry, turkey.
Eggs? Well, yeah, she's
eggs.
talking about turkey and chicken is what she eats, so...
Yeah, eggs, definitely eggs. And then you want to eat... the carbs you want to eat is like sweet potatoes. You want to eat stuff like that. You want to eat something hearty, heavy. You always want to be full if you're looking to gain weight. Always. A state of perpetual fullness. And then like in the middle of meals, like have 3 big square meals and then have like little meals in between where you eat like 4 tablespoons of peanut butter on some on just a piece of bread. Not too much bread. You don't want too much bread.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you do that and you have like 150 grams of protein a day at 103 pounds, pretty soon you'll be jacked. You'll look just like me.
Kayla says she would bust a nut for a sweet potato right now. I think you got to get up in those sweet potatoes and start getting thick. Getting Thicky Minaj. Do you recommend cornbread, Joe?
Cornbread, if you can eat gluten, sure. Cornbread. Nothing wrong with that. I can't eat gluten.
Cornbread. Joe can't eat gluten.
Or dairy.
Do you recommend fried eggs or no? Is that not good?
Yeah. Well, you can't go by me. I drink raw eggs. Don't laugh at me.
I'm not.
I
But yeah,
drink 12 raw eggs a day.
if you're trying to gain weight and you need heavy weight gains, heavy cream, adding that to your coffee, like heavy whipping cream, might help. If you can eat the whipped cream, like it's fatty, right? But it's creamy. Cheese, fat is fat and protein and sweet potatoes. That's what Joey's saying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Some complex carbs.
Don't
rice.
take pills to slow down your metabolism. If you really want to get thick, just start eating higher caloric
the
stuff.
only reason, trust me, when I was 23 years old, I was 6'3", 135 pounds. There was not a skinnier man on earth. I was the skinniest man. I am still very slim, but I put on 35 pounds because I ate more. It was that simple. We forget to eat. Skinny people, they just forget to eat. Days will go by, they'll look up and they'll say, wait a second, it's 6 p.m., I haven't eaten anything yet. You know, we have energy going out elsewhere. It's not a fast metabolism, even though that plays a role, trust me. It's mostly we just don't eat enough. So you'll have to monitor it somehow. You'll have to get in the habit of eating. And at first it's going to feel terrible because you're always full. And you're like, wait a second, I'm always full. But pretty soon your belly expands. And then, you lift weights. And then after you lift weights, you get hungrier and you got a new habit. You got a new lifestyle. It's perfect.
Do you eat avocado, Joe?
Yeah.
Avocado's got good fat in it.
Yep. Healthy fats.
Yeah, you gotta like force yourself to eat Kayla to get thick. But at 5'2", 103 pounds, like you are working with a very small frame. Like
that's not underweight.
Are you in a but it's 5'2" is the small frame.
Yeah,
right?
That's not underweight. 5'2", 103 for a female. That's low. That's the low end of normal. Very low end of normal.
Yeah, but she wants to be dummy thick.
She wants to be dummy thick.
Like
what
big
is that?
old butt and big old tits. Nicki Minaj. I'm saying Nicki Minaj got implants and shit.
Yeah, of course she got implants. What are you working with right now, Kayla? Are you like a fucking?
Is your body fully developed, Kayla?
Conducive to that?
Like,
because you might need to get Nicki Minaj.
Like
you might need that.
We shouldn't be talking about weight gain and stuff like this if you're not like, I don't know what, 20 years old.
Yeah. Actually, she's 14, which makes you more of a friend of Greg than I thought.
No, like gaining weight anyways, it's just at a younger age like that, those gains are a lot more unpredictable because you could be hitting growth spurts and stuff. So you don't want to start adding on to those gains that early. Like you definitely want to be eating now to gain muscle mass and height, I guess. She's 14, FBI, open up. Even then, we're just talking about gaining weight here, not anything else. So even if she was 14, we're not being fucking creepos, you creepos. I'm actually 10, thank you very much. Then you'd be too young. Then you'd be too young to be on YouTube. The human body is disgusting in any form.
I'm glad you're here, George Cush. We need somebody to lighten the mood.
Speaking of that, it's National Eating Disorder Awareness Week.
Yes. And I see you cashed in on that with a picture of you and Eugenia Cooney.
Hell yeah. That's my bae. Billy, you would be really popular in jail. I know. I'd be like the jukebox. They'd come over and put a quarter in me and I'd start singing.
Be the belle of the fucking ball.
Be the belle of the fucking ball, dude.
You'd be a pincushion. Jesus.
What's the worst thing about? The worst thing is in jail. Like I'm so big that it would take like 5 or 6 guys to get me down.
That picture you posted yesterday, and you did that jail thing. Yeah. I was laughing about that all day. What you said that you look like the kind of guy who would be the Bubba in the jail situation. You would corner the guy in the cell, and you would demand him to fuck your ass. And it fit the picture. It fit.
What picture was it?
It was the picture of me.
Oh yeah, with me and you standing
gross
together.
and malnourished. Yes.
Yeah, that
It
was
was-
funny.
Yeah. Messi covering his face, and then you just.
Yeah. So I look like the Bubba in jail that would corner somebody and then demand they fuck my ass. That was really funny.
It was really funny. Really funny.
Itty Bitty Tiki Me says, I'm sad all the time, but that's what makes me eat. Damn it. Billy, can you still look good thick when you're 6'1" and you're a male? I mean, you could. I haven't seen Human Centipede 3. I don't think I've seen Human Centipede 1. Maybe I have. I eat empty calories because I'm sad all the time. I think a lot of my obesity was rooted in my infinite sorrow, but I don't know. Because I don't know if I was sad or not. I just assume I was.
Yeah. There's a difference between depressed and unhappy.
Yeah, I don't think I was ever unhappy, but I might have been terribly depressed. Just judging the fact that I was 600 pounds, I feel like I should have been. I don't know, man.
What's good thick for a male? Think who's the main character of Cape Fear, 1962?
Arad Baba Ganesh?
Yeah, that's it.
What do you think? Do you think Ving Rhames is a good thick, or do you
Good
think that's
thick.
too thick?
I was thinking Robert Mitchum, real barrel-chested. You know?
Yeah.
Or Bob Backlund.
Empty calories beats drugs and alcohol. It's easier to kick a food habit. Billy is good thick. Itty bitty taking me. You're cute. But you're also a liar. I'm a straight male with gamer girl thighs. That's hot. Good thick for a male is Kim K body. Go for it. Dude, if I could have Kim K's titties and ass, I would do it.
Yeah.
You like the fat boys. You do not lie. Aww. Aww. Robert Shaw and Jaws thick.
Yeah, Robert Shaw. That's a good thick. Big, barrel-chested.
I gotta look up Robert Shaw now.
Yeah, Quint,
I don't know. I've never seen Jaws.
You've never seen Jaws?
I don't know. Maybe I have.
What?
I
You've
don't
seen
know.
Jaws?
Maybe I have.
1975. Steven Spielberg.
Well, I know fucking the movie, right? I'm not dumb.
Roy Scheider. It's about, I believe it's about a killer whale. Pretty sure.
Yeah. I'm trying. Maybe I have to type thick in with this. I'm trying to look at a full body picture of Robert Shaw. He doesn't look that thick to me in this. I guess I was expecting thicker.
Travis Thompson loves his monologue. I'll deliver it if you want.
I hate alcohol and drugs, but love sugar. I've been drinking cola pretty much every day since I was 13. I'm 18 now. I've tried dropping the addiction, but my anxiety turns me back. Have you tried switching to just diet cola? Does that help at all? Onision thick vegetarian body. Onision's not thick. He's just like well built.
Japanese submarine slammed 2 torpedoes into her side, Chief.
Do you think Onision works out every day?
We was coming back from the island of Tinian too late. We just delivered a bomb, the Hiroshima bomb. 1,100 men went into the water. Vessel went down in 12 minutes. Didn't see the first shark for about a half hour. Tiger, 13-footer. You can tell. In the water, Chief. You can tell by looking from the dorsal to the tail. What we didn't know was that our bomb mission was so secret, no distress signal had been sent. That's all I remember.
I've come down from the mountains. Bring your maidens, for I shall mate. Okay. Yeah, sort of. I've gone for a few months on diet, but life happens. I'm trying again soon, but I'm homeless and couch surfing at the moment. Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, that's rough.
Greg works out a lot.
You think so?
Yeah. Not as much as Eugene.
If both of you went on DFF, what topic would you like to deep fat fry?
Oh, boy.
the kneecap structure of the teensy fly. That would fill an hour and a half. More than Tim Allen. We could do, honestly, and I'm not being arrogant when I say this at all, but I could do deep fat fried better than the three of them combined. That's all I'm saying.
Not to be arrogant here.
I don't want to be arrogant. I don't want to brag. I don't want people to think that I think something good of myself. I'm not that kind of person.
He's not.
I think awful things about myself.
He does.
All I'm saying is that I'm objectively better than TJ, Scotty, and Paul in every conceivable way. That is it. I don't want anybody to think I'm arrogant. I don't want anybody to think that I have an inflated sense of self, that I've come here to say, oh boy, I'm a great guy, look at me. All I'm saying is those three schmucks are so awful at everything they do. I am better. I am just better. That is it.
Based on results, that is a lie.
Yeah. I'm kidding. I was just trying to be cool. But
I just want to fit in.
I just want to fit in, but in real life, they're they're great guys. I've been a fan from TJ since I was like, yay, hi. I don't know. Actually, I was 23 when I first saw him, but you know, I've always been a fan, and I just hope one day that they'll not think I'm awful anymore.
I don't know.
Yeah, Scotty still hates me.
I don't know if Scotty hates him.
I tried to write him on Twitter. He said, Joe who? That's hate.
That's obvious hate. I think that if we did a DFF episode, I would want to do my DFF episode on probably
I could do it on anything, really.
Probably freak shows.
I'd do an hour and a half on Plato. I'd do an hour and a half on Jung. I would do an hour and a half on Meister Eckhart. I'd do an hour and a half on Edward Bernays. An hour and a half. Yep. I'd do an hour and a half on the Frankfurt School. I'd do an hour and a half on Lacan. It would be great. In fact, I'm going to do it. I'm going to call it Fried Fat Deep.
You're such a fucking trendsetter.
That's what I'm going to do.
You're such a trailblazer.
Do an hour and a half on Henry Ford. But I'll make it accessible.
I would want to do the rise of freak shows at carnivals.
TJ wishes Joe was his brother.
I wish Joe was my brother. I want to marry his sister.
Yeah, I know.
Country road, take me home to the place where I belong. West Virginia, Mount Mama, take me home. That country road.
Reach for the stars, George.
Let's go. It's a me, Mario.
It's a me. Rattogo. Ay, ay, ay.
I see you still got it, Joe. Freak shows like side street attractions or traveling circus. See, I don't know if we would go more like the Barnum route, traveling circus, or the sideshow attractions. Like
I think we would go the Todd Browning route of humanizing them, like in the 1932 film Freaks, which shows pinheads, guys that just have a head, weird looking freaks, but they're the heroes of the story.
I wonder if that movie's in public domain yet.
I think Freaks has got to be, right?
I think so.
It's a remarkable piece of film. It's remarkable. One of us. One of us. Gabba, gabba, goo. It's on Vimeo.
Freaks
Okay,
is
let's
not
watch it.
in the public domain, it says.
All right, let's watch it. A one-off. So what? The channel gets taken down. All right? This is a
True.
growing opportunity.
Let's see. Someone has already posted a comment that's saying it's not in the public domain, which it isn't. MGM Warner Brothers has a copyright on it, and it should be removed.
Ever heard of Lester Green? I only know him as Beetlejuice.
This film has long been considered public domain. The film's title cards read copyright secured in USA by Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer. All rights in this motion picture reserved under international conventions passed by the National Board of Review controlled by Lowe's Incorporated. This is an incorrect, invalid copyright notice. I have the Turner Entertainment Warner Brothers DVD of Freaks. It mentions no renewal date. It simply says Freaks 1932. It doesn't list a copyright owning entity. Turner has put a number of public domain films on DVD, especially as a bonus feature on DVDs. One of the oldest public domain video distributors, Hollywood House Video, had this film in their catalog in 1980. Maybe it's public domain? I don't know, man.
Boy, it sounds like we opened up a rabbit hole.
If it's public domain, we should watch Freaks one night.
So how does it feel to know that I have a cardboard cutout of you in my bedroom? About the same, Golden Flame. You send it to me every fucking day on Snapshot. It hasn't changed since this morning. It feels the same. Weird, out of place, and disgusting. Did you happen to see Jeff's NAMBLA tattoo? Yeah, that's when I knew we were going to be close. It takes bravery to do something like that.
TJ told me that I was welcome to be on Deep Fat Fried last week on the Drunken Peasants Reddit board.
Did he really?
Yeah. Because
you could do an hour and a half on it.
Somebody posted DP or Deep Fat Fried, and then they responded with both. And I responded with, I only have the time to fuck up one of these shows. Or I only have the time to ruin one of these shows. And TJ said, well, you're always welcome to come ruin ours if you want.
Oh, wow. That was very sweet of him.
He's a sweet boy.
He really likes you.
Yeah. All those boys.
He liked me too until that whole thing with Scotty picking a fight with me.
Yeah, you really... Up until Scotty picked that fight with you.
Yeah.
Where can I get a cardboard cutout of Billy? How about this, Itty Bitty Committee? I'll come bring you one at your house.
Oh my God.
Psych. It's just going to be me with a piece of cardboard sticking out of my butt. I don't like that idea. How do you think it's possible for a genuine person to change their persona every so often? Why do you think he's being so positive on Twitter recently? People try and change when they realize that their life needs work. And sometimes they don't change permanently because they don't realize that they have hidden issues that they deal with subconsciously and consciously that bring them back to their old ways. That's how it's possible for a genuine person to change their persona every so often, because they're genuinely trying, but they're not able to actually do it because they have ingrained issues that pull them back. It's psychology
202?
202, my dude. 202,
It's psychology 202. You don't get it till the second semester.
Yeah.
Hey, Orgasm Paul, Scotty would pick a fight with a junkyard dog, he says.
Oh,
Missing
wow.
the point completely.
Wow.
He says. Do they have any relationship with Ben? The only people that have a relationship with Ben are me and Billy. We love him.
Joe
For
and
who
I
he
love
is.
Ben.
Yep.
We kiss him.
Does he have a strange-looking goiter coming out of his navel? Yes, he does.
No, that's his surgery scars from getting his hernias removed.
Whatever it is,
So what
it's
are you saying
disgusting.
is he's not acting on Twitter at all. He's being totally genuine. I do think he is genuinely trying to change. And I've seen him genuinely try to change just the 2 years I've known him.
That's why Scotty's always been my favorite, Orgasm Paul. Always. I saw the heart of a warrior, and I tried to test him, and he failed.
He failed. You crazy.
142 is boring. They're doing very well. 142 fooled the entire chat for like 45 minutes.
Billy, on a scale of 1 to 10, how weird was it for you when the DP split up happened? At first, I didn't know about it until the video was published, and I was like, well, that's rough. And then TJ posted that like he was gonna go do his thing with the other guys, and he hoped Ben and I would continue doing something together. And we did, and he actually messaged me New Year's Eve and was like, I really think you should go meet up with Ben and try and get something going with him. He was like, I think you guys can do something good together. And Ben also messaged me like, hey, do you want to do something tonight, New Year's Eve? And I was like, yeah, let's stream. Let's do the countdown stream. And then we went and we had dinner, and we decided then that we were going to keep going with DP, and we created TAP as well because we didn't know if DP could go on. And when DP did go on, it was kind of decided that I would focus on DP and Ben could have TAP, but everybody kind of wanted me to focus on DP, and that's what happened. How did I feel about it? I was just ready to do whatever I could to keep things rolling, because at the time I was enjoying the DP audience. Even though it wasn't necessarily my audience, I was enjoying it. And now I feel like after a year of doing it, the DP audience is my audience. I'm as DP as anybody right now.
You're really into DP?
Double penetration. I get it, Joe. I want to be fucked in the butt and pussy at the same time. Okay, funny. Funny.
But you have to admit that, remember, we were together when we saw the video. TJ posted it, and we said, mission accomplished. And we gave each other a high five. You remember?
I don't remember that. Oltongan, is there a good reason not to kill oneself if the only thing you have in life is addictions and shitty people asking for a friend? Tell your friend yes. Killing yourself is a permanent answer to a temporary problem, because life will kill you itself, and you can suffer for a very long time, and it'll give you every opportunity not to suffer. You might not take the opportunities. You might not even be able to deal with the opportunities at this point in time, but as you suffer and suffer and suffer, you'll get stronger. That's usually how suffering works. If it doesn't kill you, it makes you stronger. And one day you will be ready for that better life. And even if it doesn't look like it now, you only see the short term. The long term can be worked for, and you can improve. And if your friend was going to kill himself because it's not good right now, he's ensuring that opportunity doesn't happen. Like, suffer every fucking day, because one day you might just run into the exact thing in this world that makes you whole, and life will kill you on its own. It doesn't need your help. What do you think, Joe?
That's very true. That's very true. It's very, very well put. Nature has innumerable ways to snuff out a useless existence. Favorite of mine was a piece of shit friend that Billy had. Not me, somebody else. He fell off a cliff while taking a pee. Now, this is not Darwin Awards. This is nature saying, time's up. Right? Like, for example, when we really look at it, we're all faggots. I mean, am I right? We all just want to fuck hairy assholes.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Is
that suffering worth momentary satisfaction? This is what I'm saying. It's not going to be momentary satisfaction in any other sense than all life is momentary, right? You will find that satisfaction. It will make you whole, and you will live the rest of your life okay, or he will. And if he doesn't find that, then life will kill you anyways. You don't need to do it yourself. if you do find that and you wait it out, you're going to look back on the time where suffering was an everyday occurrence, and you're going to be like, damn, I'm so glad that I fucking made it through that.
Don't get distracted. You're saying don't hurt myself because it'll hurt you? Nonsense. It's ridiculous. Terrible. Awful. There's no appeal at all.
There's no momentary satisfaction.
Yeah.
All right. There is only momentary existence. And for you to end that on your terms is doing yourself a great disservice.
Sure. Though your parents should be able to kill you until you're 18.
Maybe. You miss Femi, Kayla? Should we get Femi back? I'm bringing Femi back. What? I got dissed by this Lord of Rap? What if I got dissed by this Lord of Rap? Gonna whip out my pork sword and fap? It could always get worse, so maybe you are actually doing yourself a favor. No, you're not doing yourself a favor by ending your life. You're doing yourself, you're telling yourself that there's no chance of it getting better. And if you think there's no chance of it getting better, then you're dumb, because there's always an opportunity for life to get better. Unless, you know, you're gonna die anyways and you're terminally ill, or you're absolutely like, God, there's people that go around with no legs or no arms, and sometimes no legs and no arms, and they are full rich people. It's amazing.
Are you saying that as long as life is possible, even if only to a minimal degree, you should hang on to it in order to scoop it up for the purpose of conscious development?
As long as you're conscious of your existence and you can interact with the outside world, I don't think people in a vegetative state should be keeping alive just because we have the science to do it.
But suicide is painless.
Suicide is painless. But let me just say, my friend is sad and depressed and kills himself. If he keeps living, he might get kidnapped and someone puts a hammer to his nuts and kills him. Well, that's destiny, right? But you don't need to do it yourself. Like saying that you could get kidnapped and someone put a hammer to your nuts and kills you, that could happen just as much as you could run into a girl who has an addiction to blowing people and gives you head for like the next 45 days of your life to feed her addiction, right? Like these are all things that could happen to you. The probability is that one day he'll probably realize that his life has a meaning that he's been missing, and when he finds it, everything will be better. It'll go from being shades of gray to vibrant colors in the mental vision of his own self. Until that day, you suffer, because suffering is what people do when they're not thriving. And if you can't thrive, you keep going until you can. It's just how we do as human beings. We're going to die one day anyway. Do not pick your day.
But I'm convinced that if anybody has commit suicide, then practically the whole of his being is going that way anyway. So why not let him, right? I mean, am I right?
I mean,
it's like the argument.
You can do whatever you want. I'm just saying what you want to do is not right. What you want to do is temporary.
Are you saying I should put down the gun?
Yes, Joe. suffering doesn't end with success. No suffering ends when you no longer suffer. And you can thrive or you can survive. But if you don't survive until you can thrive, then you've given up on your every opportunity to get better.
There is no coming to consciousness without suffering, unfortunately. You can make your suffering worth something, but it's not by default worth something.
Oh my God, 14235 says, Blasian, I just want people to expose bad people. You are either against them or with them. 14235, you're fucking mental or you're a troll. If you're a troll, then good for you. If you're fucking mental, take a step back from the internet, dude. Leave Greg alone for a while. You're pathetic. If you want him to be exposed, fucking expose him right here, right now, while you have a small audience that's willing to pay attention to you. Otherwise, shut the fuck up. Go get yourself mentally checked out. You're obsessing over fucking Greg.
Not necessarily, Samuel. Every real solution is only reached by intense suffering.
You can't just stop suffering. The idea that is that it is an endless hole. Suffering, all right, here's the thing about suffering, right? If you suffer endlessly, at some point, it's no longer going to be suffering because you get used to it. And you can work with it. And you can thrive with the suffering. You survive until you can thrive. And anything else than that is you telling yourself that you're giving up. And if you give up, then you're denying yourself of any future fucking thriving.
Yeah. Most neurosis, most suffering we confuse for neurosis, or the other way around. Most suffering is just neurosis, which is a justified doubt in yourself. And it continually poses the ultimate question of trust in yourself. You know, and this doubt is only worthwhile if it's created and answered by your deeds. Life wants to be real. It really wants to. It can't, the fantasies don't do it. Wish fulfillment doesn't do it. Addictions don't do it. Neuroticism takes on a life of its own. It's kind of this strange, protracted crisis degenerated into a habit, and it's a daily catastrophe, the repetition of trauma. We're drawn to it like a moth to the flame until we outgrow it. Most problems are fundamentally insoluble. You just outgrow them. It's that simple. There's no magic words. Advice doesn't work. Sage advice doesn't work. If wisdom worked, the I Ching would have cured us thousands of years ago. The Tao Te Ching, maybe. But it doesn't work. You just have to live it. It's the only thing. That's why I beat myself with whips.
That's why I beat myself with whips. 14235 says, even if I was obsessed with it, wouldn't that be a good thing? No, obsession is not good if it doesn't lead anywhere. If you're obsessed with something and it leads to success, then your obsession was with merit. But right now your obsession is mindless and you're chasing a fucking rabbit down a hole that you're creating. You're making Onision this boogeyman. If you had something on him that was as bad as you believe you did, you'd be able to put it out there and people would be able to do something about him. But right now everything is hearsay and drama from immature people because ding, 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 Greg has a history of dating immature people and a history of being around immature people. Maybe the difference between Greg and all the other people he hangs out with is that right now I'm more mature than most of them. Who knows? Maybe that's why he doesn't have his friendship ending with me. Maybe I'm more mature than Greg himself. I'm definitely older than him. I'm definitely his dad.
You're definitely his dad. You cured Greg of his douchebaggery. You cured Brett of his. Maybe you're making them better. Because you love them.
Because you love them.
That's all people need sometimes.
Itty bitty titty committee. I am dad. It's okay. I'm dad now. Is my pee-pee small? I think you know deep down inside that it isn't. Or it is. Shit. Like, I think unless you have like a ridiculously large penis, you think your penis is small. I think if you have an average penis, you think your penis is small. I've noticed from a lot of girls. Here's like some like really depends on the girl. But most
Is this
girls
the Fillet Billy's ego stream?
Of
Skeptical
course.
Jesus. You should know, of all people, what it's like to hang out with the rent collectors, the merchants, the prostitutes. That's all you did.
That's all you ever
Jesus
did,
is
Jesus.
just walking. He's walking in your footsteps. He even has the same fucking bandana that you used to wear.
Damn.
I mean, come on.
Damn. Girls blush when I say I have a little one. Is that with you showing it to them, here's Negan? Or is that with you just saying it? I was always a big fan of the prostitutes. Always will be. The first part of overcoming addiction is admitting you have one. Thank you for saying you have an obsession, 142.
That's very sweet.
Touche.
That's very good.
Greg and Brett do have a video together, according to Brett. What's up, Mark? How you doing? I missed you when I was in Vegas last month. It was last month, yeah. Fuck. I was a busy boy.
Peter North's dick isn't that big up close. It's big, but it's not that huge. What he's more well known for is his ability to pop. And he lasts very long.
His ability to pop. When I got down there, I ended up not having any time away from anything, Mark Rudy. I fucked up big time when I went to Vegas. I didn't hang out with a few people. I need to get back down there. I ended up going down there with Joe Bro, I'm talking to right now, and he went down independently of me, so we hung out a bunch of times. And then I went on like 2 dates. I should have totally went out with you the last night I was there, though, and because I was down in Fremont Street waiting on a girl, and then she never showed up. And then I cried myself to sleep. I should have messaged you that night. But I had to fly out the next morning, so I was trying to be safe. I should go back to Vegas. Joe was a loving mother. True. If mom is gay, can a dad be lesbian? Probably. Some girl sliding down Peter North's pole. Classic. Fremont Street is scary. It wasn't too bad. I'm a grown-ass man, though, so it worked out. My pee-pee is schlong. Billy said that it's not good to have an obsession. I explained that it would be if I could lead to something good. That's what I'm saying. You're not leading to anything good, 14235. If you're so sure of how terrible Onision is that you're then coming to me to tell me I should denigrate him and speak against him and try and take him down, then you have to give me some sort of reasonable fucking content to drive him down with. And you're not, because you're obsessed with an idea that you're perpetuating in your own mind. That's the problem. If your obsession led to any sort of real achievement, then maybe it would have some merit and validation. Are people doxing Greg's friends? That sucks. I ordered you a pizza. It'll be at your house in about 20 minutes. I don't eat pizza. Should I make, excuse me, that was rude.
Sounds like Peyronie's disease, skeptical.
Should I make a treat stream account so people can send food to my house?
Of course.
When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's amore.
Of all tyrannies, a tyranny sincerely exercised for the good of its victims may be the most oppressive. That's 14235 in a nutshell. It's a tyrant.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Everybody in together now. Come on, let's ride. All right, we're going to Treat Streams. Let's see if they have any deliveries in my area. Be honest, Billy, are you a virgin? No, I'm not. One, 4, 2, 3, 4 knows. He's just trolling. I think so too. I think he's trolling. I thought it was fun for a while to play with it, but now I'm just like, you don't play Magic anymore, my man? What's up, Freddy Choppa? I'm not really good enough at it. Maybe I should start playing Arena now. You weigh 165? Dude. Little fit boy. I have not caught a Schmeagle yet. I was going to try and do that, but I took like 250 pictures and haven't caught one yet. Piss me off.
Billy, do you remember when we were in Longview at the Red Lion Inn and we had boners and we took pictures of each other?
Yeah, and we sent them to a girl so that
it was no longer gay.
Yeah, we were like, dude, if we got boners, then we better send pictures of them to this girl so that it's not gay.
Billy,
what's up?
Why did we have boners?
I think it had something to do with the alcohol we were drinking.
Yeah, alcohol always gives people boners. They call it whiskey dick. You get big old boners because of it.
Because you are in love. I once wrestled with a boner. I assume you mean in a wrestling match. I can't focus because I'm over. Which Pokemon would you bang? Maybe a Gardevoir? Or a Bunnery? Whatever the evolution of a Bunnery is. That evolution thick. Let me see if I can pull up a Pokemon that's worth banging.
Do you think it's appropriate for a grown man to attack and harass a young girl that has mental disorders, even if the girl told the man she didn't want to be harassed? Listen, I don't know who you've been talking to, 14235, but Victoria is crazy. She'll always be crazy. She always was crazy. Anything she says about me is bullshit. Okay?
I wish there was like a female version of Machamp that had 4 tits instead of 4 arms. I'd fuck that. I'd probably bang a Jinx. Jinx is thick. Joe, what Pokemon would you bang?
Did you see Rotten Tomatoes took down reviews of Captain Marvel because it was at 28%?
Damn. I can't wait to see Captain Marvel. There's no way it's as bad as everybody says it is. Have people actually seen it yet? Billy, answer my question. Let everybody know which side you're on. Do I think it's okay for somebody to attack and harass a young girl that has mental disorders, even if that girl told the man she didn't want to be harassed? I think it's okay for anybody to do whatever the fuck they want to do, dude. And I don't have to live up for fucking Onision if he did that to somebody. Okay? Does it suck that he did that? Whatever. Maybe it does. Maybe it doesn't. I don't follow that fucking shit because it's drama that I don't need in my fucking life. And you fucking people follow it because you feed off the drama. Do you not see the problem here? You feed off the fucking drama, so you seek it out. It's gross. If you really had a fucking problem with it, you wouldn't fucking hold on to it. You want more of it. Maybe I'm wrong. But that's the thing. I don't care. You care more than I fucking do. It's pathetic.
It's the want to see rating that they took down because it had only 28% want to see it. And yes, and Rotten Tomatoes said, "We're doing it more accurately and authentically represent the voice of fans while protecting our data and public forums from bad actors." So they took it down because of bad actors.
No, I didn't admit to that 1, 4, 2, 3, 5. I admit to that fucking happening and that not being a fucking thing that conditions whether or not I hang out with Onision, you dumb shit, because it's fucking drama. It's fucking drama, you dumb shit. And you're feeding into the fucking drama because you're fucking dumb. And I hope you're a troll right now. I hope you're a fucking troll. Because if you're a troll, then you're fucking getting me. And if you're not a troll, then you're fucking obsessive. And it fucking disturbs me that you can be this obsessive. And I believe that you are this obsessive because I've seen hundreds of fucking weirdos like you that feed off of the Onision drama. There's literally communities of people that feed off of Onision drama, and there's successful people that make money off of feeding off the Onision drama because there's so many people that want to feed into the Onision drama that they make them views. It's fucking pathetic, and you're pathetic. And if you're trolling, good for you. But I swear, you're one of like 1,000 fucking people with this same idea. And you sit there and you harass every single person that's affiliated with him. And if it was just me, I wouldn't even mind. I wouldn't even mind if it was just me. If it was just Joe, Joe can handle it. But it's literally like other 19-year-old, 20-year-old, 21-year-old girls that support Onision. And then you guys are out there harassing those young fucking women. Because you're pathetic and gross and creepy. And I've seen it. I've seen these 21-year-old girls message me in DMs saying, I didn't realize that I was going to get attacked by so many fucking people. You think it's possible for me to have my name taken off of a video because everybody comes and fucking attacks me about it? And I'm like, oh, yeah, you could probably get your name down. I'm sorry that's happening to you. You're just a fucking young girl that these people are feeding off of because they're deranged fucking obsessive lunatics. So yeah, like, when I'm going off right now, it's because you're one of many fucking people that need to chill the fuck out and back the fuck off. Because you're becoming more of a predator than Onision could ever fucking be. Because there's hundreds, if not thousands of you doing this to fucking women. And you feed into their fucking egos when they want to shit on Greg, so they shit on Greg even more because you're feeding into their egos. And when they don't want to shit on Greg, you fucking destroy them. Billy, how can you say it's not any of your business when you are defending him? Motherfucker, I'm not defending the shit that you're trying to say he's doing. I'm not defending that at all. I'm saying that doesn't make him an irredeemable human being. I'm saying he has a lot more value than his faults, than his lowest moments. He has a lot of higher moments in his life than his lowest moments. And while you're judging him by his lowest moments, and then you're judging everybody associated with him to the point where you're harassing young girls because they're not voicing their opinion against him, you're becoming way more of a monster than he ever was. You need. I said this from the jump. 1, 4, 2, 3, 5. Either you're a troll or you have a mental instability. And I hope you're a troll. For your sake, I hope you're a troll. But if you have a mental instability, you need to chill the fuck out. Because I know it's not just me you come after. I've seen numerous girls deal with this shit and want to turn off their fucking Twitter pages because of you and the hundreds, if not thousands of people like you that are trying to witch hunt. And you don't stop it, Greg. You stop at every single fucking person affiliated with him. Because you have mental health problems or you are a troll. If you're a troll,
Was it a mistake for us to go after Goebbels? He wasn't Hitler. You see? You're a Goebbels. I'm 14235, and I'm sick of it. I'm sick of the love for Greg.
Do I have to defend Greg? No. Do I defend Greg? Sometimes I do because literally so many fucking people think he is the devil. 14235 said initially he was the devil and that I was playing with fire by working with him. You
I
are
remember
fucking batshit insane, motherfucker. Or you're a
I
troll.
started
and I
hanging
hope
out.
you're a troll.
I started hanging out with Greg when he confided in me actually hatred for nature, and we started hanging out by pulling out saplings from the ground. These are tiny trees, and throwing them, and that moved to other forms of degradation against nature. How's your night so far?
It's good. I've watched one Onision video. That was enough, not my jam. Those who go back to troll him are jealous and desperate for attention. I mean, maybe. Or maybe they are actually driven by the idea that he is as bad as people say he is because so many people make tons of money painting him as being a bad person. You look at Joy Sparkles, who did like 80 videos on Onision. She made a ton of money on Onision videos. And now people are fucking calling her out for all types of other shit. She worked with Jeff Holiday making videos about Onision. And now he won't even say her fucking name. And he cringes when he hears it. There's a lot of people here who are driven by this negative shit. And it creates channels. Negativity creates fucking interest. Joy Sparkles is batshit crazy. I'm not saying she is or isn't. I'm just saying she did 70 videos about Onision. I mean, you can not like Greg. You can speak about not liking Greg. That's fine. But when you're obsessive and you tell people that are affiliated with him that they're going to go to hell and other weird fucking lunatic shit, because that's lunatic shit to go around and obsess about somebody to other people. Like they have any control over his fucking life. And like you know that person better than they do when they've been with that person in real time. I guarantee you don't know Greg as well as I do. All right? Greg could be everything you think he is. And you still don't know him as well as I do. Because I know all the good shit about him that you guys don't get to see because he doesn't put it in his videos. You know, Greg is the type of guy that offers to pay for every fucking meal. He offers to make sure everybody has opportunity to do whatever sort of videos they want to do when he meets up to shoot. He's like, okay, you guys want to do your video now? Can we work on something for you? Do we do something for your channel? He's looking out for other people a fucking lot. When he used to have a successful channel, he would pay all of his actors and actresses like $100 per fucking shoot day. That's not a lot, but it's a lot more than like FouseyTube was paying people $35, $25. And he was getting way more views. We all know Leafy was like, is $20 okay? So there's a lot of things Greg does where he cares about other fucking people. You don't see that. And that's fine, because you're not supposed to see that. He's manipulating you. He was only using you. Don't you get it? I'm going to take my experiences with Greg for what they are, not for what you think they are. Joe is one of the most discerning minds I've ever met. And Joe has no problem working with Onision.
Yeah, because he fucks kids.
You piece of shit.
What?
What? Ben's streaming right now? Oh no. I love how you're zoned in on a troll, Billy. Honestly, like, I used to do this all the time on Battlecam. Because zoning in on trolls gives you content to talk about. It's like, I want people to troll at some point. But I've dealt with so many people like 1, 4, 3, 5, 2, whatever, that I really don't think he's trolling. I think he has a mental instability. Billy, be my Roblox girlfriend. Anything you want.
Dude, check on Ben. Ben's in a bad way.
Born under a bad sign.
How much would it take to eat Billy's butthole, Joe? What did we do it for that one time?
I think it was supposed to be $1,000, but you ended up not getting it.
Yeah, so for 57 seconds, I did it for free. Freestyle now, 10 seconds. All you bitches and N-words and hoes, suck my D, suck my D, suck my D. Hey, you want to talk about Greg? Huh, you got me walking on egg. Shells.
Yeah, space
What's that?
Jews. They're
It
called
smells.
Ferengi in Star
I think
Trek.
it's 14235. Gotta jive. Turkey. Like
Turkey, like Butterball. I think your mother's all butt naked on my bed. Wet, giving some head, dead set to get her booty spanked. Now I'm about to get my Uzi yanked. Bang, bang, shoot 'em up. I'm cute as fuck. That's it. Billy, what the fuck happened? I have no idea, man. For FYI, I've never been diagnosed with any mental disorder. Just because I criticize someone doesn't make me mentally unstable. I do what I feel is right. Okay.
Billy, Ben's going to kill himself. There's like 8 different people telling us that Ben's trying to kill himself. Are they all trolls?
I don't know. Should I go on try and call into Ben?
Yeah, let's see what's going
Let
on.
me see if I can get Skype open. Alright guys, I might go over to Ben's stream if he answers. If I can remember Ben's Skype name.
He's sad. Not suicidal. Oh, don't ignore Ben. Ignore the troll. That's what Mocha said. I know what'll cheer Ben up.
If Ben answers, I'm just going to link everybody to the stream.
Okay, Billy.
I think he hung up on me.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Great.
You did it now, Billy.
Great. Ben hung up on me.
Oh, shit.
Shit.
What happened? What happened? You didn't say anything bad in the chat.
I did.
What did you say?
I don't know.
Damn it.
He might be texting me. I don't know. He might not be. I don't know what's going on.
Damn.
You're fine.
Yes, don't, Don?
I'm going to log off this stream now, guys. I'm going to go try and watch Ben. You guys can go watch him too if you want, but Billy, you looking good, man. Keep it up. Thank you, Loyal. I will. I will. But I'll see you guys later. Have a good night. Joe, have a good night.
Good night.
Bye, everybody. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.